Okay, thanks for coming. First, I would like to introduce myself. I am Mrs. Cindy as HRD in this company. I know that you come to here to apply for a job, but the company does policy to interview you. First question, I want to know who you are. Now, tell me about yourself, please.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm glad to be here for this interview. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Syahrurrohman. I'm 19 years old. I'm looking for an opportunity to work with Sociolla in the head of supply chain. My professional experience and my awareness of your renowned reputation have made me want to work for your company. I have a bachelor degree majoring in Logistic Management and Administration di Ponegoro University. During my studies, I gained a lot of knowledge about supply chain. I have learned a lot about the values of teamwork and commitment, and I hope to be your partner one day. Thank you.
Question, what are your biggest strengths?
My strength to be able to work here is that I have confidence in myself, high commitment to work, enthusiasm, have good communication skill, among other, have good international skill, and of course, able to work in team maximally.
Nice. What are your biggest weakness?
My weakness is that because I just graduated, I don't have much experience in the field of work, but I'm sure I can give my best.
Have you ever joined an organization before? If so, please state and explain to me.
I have participated in several organizations. Some examples are being part of the BEM staff. I have also attended several training at a startup in Semarang and several training on Logistic.
Why should we hear you?
Because I believe being a supply chain head requires someone who is an expert in his field, and I will prove it.
Okay, what do you know about this company?
Sociolla is an e-commerce company founded in March of the year 2015 by 3 people, namely Indiana as a founder and credit marketing officer, then Christopher Median as founder and John Reschit as CEO founder, as well as chief executive officer, with the aim of providing comfort to each woman in Indonesia to shop for makeup and beauty products. Establishment of Sociolla in the background of Christianity Indiana difficult as the owner is finding product beauty in Indonesia that comes from official distributor. So finally Christianity Indiana decided to create an e-commerce that specializes in selling beauty products. Sociolla is also known as the most trusted and most complete online store in Indonesia for online shopping beauty products, domestic, skincare, perfume, and skincare. It is also support because Sociolla has guaranteed that its products are safe, official, and have been registered with BPOM.
For the last question, give me your closing statement.
Okay, thank you very much for the time you have given me. I really hope to be accepted as part of Sociolla as the head of the supply chain. I hope to be your partner one day and I will prove it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for coming. First, I would like to introduce myself. I am Mrs. Cindy as HRD in this company. I know that you come to here to apply for a job, but the company does policy to interview you. First question, I want to know who you are. Now, tell me about yourself, please.
Okay, Miss, thank you for your question. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ainasya Alviana. You can call me Aina. I'm 22 years old. I'm an alumni of Logistic Administration Management at Diponegoro University. I am known as a person who is agile, sociable, firm, and disciplined. I had an internship at PT Unilever as head supplicants for about 6 months.
Question: what are your biggest strengths?
So, for my biggest strength is that I have several soft skills that can help in this job. Namely, I'm good at calculating, I can estimate inventory, and I'm expert in computers. I'm expert in marketing skill, and I'm expert in Microsoft Office. Besides that, I have unyielding personality, can be responsible, can divide time well, and I can work in a team, or I can to be a leader.
Nice. What are your biggest weakness?
So, for my weakness is that I'm someone who is overactive, and I overcome that weakness by listening to my friend talk to the end, and then I ask my friend wants to be respond or just listen to. I am a little forgetful, and the way to overcome it is I always schedule and read every important to do. I'm also a perfectionist because something has to be done to the maximum extent possible so that it makes some people uncomfortable. So to overcome this, I usually ask the person if I can add the performance in the group.
Have you ever joined an organization before? If so, please state and explain to me.
Yes, I have participated in organization. During college, I participate in several organizations, namely Student Association for my department. I serve as secretary, and I also participate in the executive body of vocational school student, serving as secretary. Besides that, I also participate in a regional organization, namely KMK Undip, serve as treasurer. I participate in the volunteer and community activities as well when I was a student, and the volunteers and committees I participate in self-awareness volunteers and data education, Indonesia volunteers teaching, and the Alpha Track Sia KMK Undip even regarding student level competition.
Why should we hear you?
So, there can be no specific reason if I apply for this job. The reason why I deserve to be selected because I have talent and interest in this vacancy. And as I explained earlier that I have some skill that will definitely support this job. I am also confident in my abilities that I can lead in the supervision well according to my background, namely an applied graduate of vocational school Logistic Administration Management, and I'm very confident that I can work and lead projects together in teams well and can be accounted for.
How do you think you will fit this role?
Thank you. As I said earlier about myself, I mentioned that I had an internship for approximately 6 months at PT Unilever as head of the supervision. In my opinion, it was enough to add value to me to ensure that I was suitable to fill this vacancy. Thank you.
Okay, what do you know about this company?
Sociolla is an e-commerce company that has been established since March 2015, which aims to provide convenience to every female consumer in Indonesia to shop online for beauty products at Sociolla. Sociolla is now being popular among consumers ranging from teenagers to adults, both women or men. Sociolla has recently also established offline store in several cities, one of which is the newest one in Solo, Paragon.
For the last question, give me your closing statement.
Okay, first of all, I would like to say a big thank you to Miss as my interviewer today. Thank you for taking the time to interview me. I really hope that I will be accepted to work at this place, Sociolla. and how the position I put for today, whatever decision I made, to whether it is I accept or not, maybe is the best decision from this company. If I accept, I believe I will be able and can be responsible, and if I'm not accept, maybe this is also not my substance. Whatever the result, I will accept it gracefully. I said once again, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks for coming. First, I would like to introduce myself. I am Mrs. Chindi as HRD in this company. I know that you come to here to apply for a job, but the company does policy to interview you. First question, I want to know who you are. Now, tell me about yourself, please.
Good morning, sir. I'm glad to be here for this interview. First, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Alvina Ziadatul Khusna. I am 20 years old. I'm looking for an opportunity to work with Sociolla in the head of supply chain. My professional experience and my awareness of your renowned reputation have made me want to work for your company. I have a bachelor degree majoring in logistics management at Administration Diponegoro University. During my studies, I gained a lot of knowledge about supply chains. I have learned a lot about the value of teamwork and commitment, how to win, how to work hard, how to concentrate and focus on goals, and how to balance my time and my priorities. I enjoy thinking, studying, and working. I can withstand work pressure. I hope to be your partner one day. Thank you.
Question, what are your biggest strengths?
My strength to be able to work here is that I have confidence in myself, high commitment to work, enthusiasm, have good communication skills among others, have good international skills, and of course, able to work in a team maximally.
Nice. What are your biggest weakness?
My weakness is that because I just graduated, I don't have much experience in the field work, lack of mastery in several unrelated fields.
Have you ever joined an organization before? If so, please state and explain to me.
I have participated in several organizations, one of which was the organizing committee for intercollegiate basketball competition. I myself, as the chairman of the organization, being a leader is not easy. I must be able to bring all my members to achieve a goal that has been mutually agreed upon.
Why should we hear you?
Because I believe being a supply chain head requires someone who is an expert in his field. Because a leader must be a good role model in every member in it. I must be able to provide the best solution with all kinds of risks.
How do you think you will fit this role?
I'm confident in the role I have chosen because I myself am a disciplined, diligent, caring person with others and have the ability to lead in the supply chain sector.
Okay, what do you know about this company?
Sociolla is an e-commerce company founded in March of the year 2015 by 3 people, namely Reviany as founder and credit marketing officer, then Christopher Median as founder and John Logistic as co-founder, as well as chief executive officer, with the aim of providing comfort to each woman in Indonesia to shop for makeup and beauty products. Establishment of Sociolla is the background of Reviany difficult as the owner in finding product beauty Indonesia that comes from officially distributor. So finally Reviany decided to create an e-commerce that specializes in selling beauty products. Sociolla is also known as the most trusted and most complete online store in Indonesia for online shopping beauty products, cosmetic, skincare, perfume, and skincare. It is also supported because Sociolla has guaranteed that its products safe, official, and have been registered with BPOM.
For the last question, give me your closing statement.
Thank you very much for the time you have given me. I really hope to be accepted a part of Sociolla as the head of supply chain. If there are words that do not please me, I apologize. I hope you are always in good health and always. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for coming. First, I would like to introduce myself. I am Mrs. Chindi as HRD in this company. I know that you come to here to apply for a job, but the company does policy to interview you. First question, I want to know who you are. Now, tell me about yourself, please.
Good morning, sir. I am very happy and excited about this morning interview. First, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunities to introduce myself. My name is Sakaria Pratama Sitepu. I am 20 years old. My purpose for being here is I would like to seek opportunities to work with Sociolla-Head of supply chain. My professional experience and my awareness of your renowned reputation have made me want to work for your company. I have a bachelor degree majoring in Logistics, Management and Administration, Diponegoro University. I also believe in my abilities so that I feel worthy to work in your company.
Question, what are your biggest strengths?
My strength to be able to work here is, I am the type of person who is responsible for work, and I am also a person who is disciplined in terms of time. I am a very reliable person.
Nice. What are your biggest weakness?
My weakness is, because I am still a young person, so I still lack in the term of work experience.
Have you ever joined an organization before? If so, please state and explain to me.
I have been involved in several organizations, one of which was the organizing committee of the sport week at my school, and managed to get praise from teachers and other schools because of my success.
Why should we hear you?
Because I believe being a supply chain head requires someone who is an expert in their field. Because I am aware of my abilities and I feel this company needs my strength.
How do you think you will fit this role?
I am confident in the role I have chosen because I am a disciplined, diligent, caring person and have the ability to lead in the supply chain sector.
Okay, what do you know about this company?
Sociolla is an e-commerce company founded in March 2015 by 3 people, namely Kristanti Indiana as founder and credit marketing officer, Christopher Madian as founder, and John Resit as CEO founder and chief executive officer, with the aim of providing convenience to every woman in Indonesia to shop for makeup and beauty products. Sociolla is also known as the most complete and trusted online store in Indonesia for online shopping for beauty products, cosmetics, perfumes, and skincare.
For the last question, give me your closing statement.
Thank you very much for the time you have given me. I really hope to be accepted as part of Sociolla as head of supply chain. If there are words that are not pleasing to me, I apologize. I hope you are always in good health.
Okay, thanks for coming. First, I would like to introduce myself. I am Mrs. Chindi as HRD in this company. I know that you come to here to apply for a job, but the company does policy to interview you. First question, I want to know who you are. Now, tell me about yourself, please.
Good morning, sir. I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Lea Maharani Br Ginting. I am 19 years old. I'm looking for an opportunity to work with Sociolla in the head of supply chain. My professional experience and my awareness of your renown or reputation have made me want to work for your company. I have a bachelor degree majoring in Logistic Management and Administrasi di Diponegoro University. I am someone who I have several strengths that I can bring to this job. First of all, I can speak English very well. Second, I have excellent communication skill, both oral and written. And lastly, I'm adaptable to any situation. Thank you.
Question: what are your biggest strengths?
I'm so proud with my strength because I kill and handling customer, ability to communicate well. My ability to work with a diversity of people is my strength. I have several strengths that I can bring to this job. First of all, I can speak English very well. Second, I have excellent communication skill, both oral and written. And last, I'm adaptable to any situation.
Nice. What are your biggest weakness?
My weakness is that because I'm truly love my work and have ambition career goals, it can be difficult for me to keep a healthy balance between work and my personal life. I have seen a negative impact on my motivation and focus when I ignore my personal needs.
Have you ever joined an organization before? If so, please state and explain to me.
I have participated in several organizations before, one of which was playing volleyball. I became the chairman in the organization, and being the chairman in an organization is not easy because it is required to lead all members who have their own character.
Why should we hear you?
Because I am someone who is very experienced in the field of supply chain. I requires hardworking and very true in my work, and is very experienced in that field. I believe I'm very suitable for this job.
Okay, what do you know about this company?
Sociolla is the first and most complete online store in Indonesia. Sociolla is a commerce company that was founded in March of 2015 by 3 people, namely Christianity Indiana as founder and Head Marketing Officer or CMO, then Christopher Madiana as founder and Josh Rajit as co-founder, as well as Chief Executive Officer or CEO. Sociolla is a commerce that focuses on providing cosmetic and skincare products. Sociolla is in a great demand and sought after by consumers, especially cosmetic and skincare lovers who are looking for quality, complete and reliable products.
For the last question, give me your closing statement.
Thank you for the opportunity and the time you give me so that I can interview with you. I'm sure this position will be suitable with the skill I have so that I can help this company. In addition, I'm interested in being able to move forward in the next process.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
You introduce. My name is Rahmawaty, can be called Cindy. I am 23 years old and I am alumni of Logistic Administration Management at Diponegoro University. I am known as an agile person, easy to get along with, firm and disciplined, as well as responsible and true. I also have an internship at PT Indofood as a supply chain head for about 1 year.
Okay, Miss Cindy, what are your biggest strengths?
Thank you for the question. Then I will answer according to my facts. My biggest advantage is that I have several soft skills that can help in this job. Namely, I am good at calculating, I I can estimate inventory, and I am a computer expert. I am an expert in marketing skills, and I am an expert in Microsoft Office. Besides that, I have a personality, never give up, can be responsible, can manage time well, and I can work in a team or I can be a leader.
Okay, next question is what are your biggest weakness?
I have a weakness that is sometimes too boring, but I overcome it with more patience, and I realize that I as a leader must be a good and I like say example. But if you think that about it can have a positive impact if pledged on time. I am quite introvert, but don't worry, it is not too much because I can still limit and put it at the right time.
Have you ever joined an organization before? If so, please state and explain.
Yes, I did participate. But when I realized it was taking up more of my time than more important things, I resigned. Instead, I took part in competition organized by campus organization, and I won several times.
Thank you. Why should we hear you?
So, there can be no specific reason if I apply for this job. The reason why I deserve to be selected is because I have talent and interest in this vacancy, and I explained earlier that I have some soft skills that will definitely support this job. I am also confident in my abilities that I can lead in the supply chain, but according to my background, namely an applied graduate of vocational school Logistic Administration Management, and I'm very confident that I can work on large projects together in teams well and can be accounted for.
Okay, how do you think you will fill this role?
With the experience that I have, namely the experience of the same position, especially in this very good company and known for the best quality, I'm sure I won't let this company down but make it more advantageous.
Okay, last question. What do you know about this company?
Sociolla is an e-commerce retail brand engaged in beauty. In beauty, Sociolla has an identity as the large and most comprehensive retail brand that specializes in selling beauty products in Indonesia online. Sociolla also provides a shopping experience where online stores and offline stores are integrated with each other. Sociolla wants to ensure that the customer shopping experience becomes easier, more practical, and more enjoyable. And I definitely feel very lucky to be able to join this highly qualified company. Okay, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to you as my interviewer today. Thank you for taking the time to interview me. I really hope that I will be accepted to work in this place, namely Sociolla, and hold the position I want to apply today. Whatever decision I make, whether accepted or not, it is the best decision from the company. If I am accepted, I believe I will be able and responsible. And if I am not accepted, maybe this is not my luck. Whatever the result is. Thank you gracefully. Once again, I say thank you very much.
Okay, give your closing statement.
Okay, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to you as my interviewer today. Thank you for taking the time to interview me. I really hope that I will be accepted to work in this place, namely Sociolla, and hold the position I want to apply today. Whatever decision I make, whether accepted or not, it is the best decision from the company. If I am receptive, I believe I will be able and responsible. And if I'm not receptive, maybe this is not my life. Whatever the result is. Thank you gracefully. Once again, I say thank you very much.